So we can replace your brain's reward center.
Oh, I love working for a sketchy mega corporation, don't you?
It's the best.
All right.
Reminds me of my days at Entercom.
Mm.
Uh, that's right. I was doing a beautification project, which is why my hotbar number 4 has the pretty windows on it.
And way out
Yeah,
there, I built a massive fuel generator island.
way out there. And it is massive.
Mm.
I was inspired by your work. I went ahead and built a, because I was going to sprawl my fuel generators just out across the water. But I'm like, nope, nope. If Spud can do it, I can do it. So I built the remaining 14 up above the original 20.
Yeah.
I'm only using one of the oil nodes for now. I know I have the template now. I can do it again on the other one. I already have the oil extractor there with the 200% buff and everything ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spill. It sure is, Digo. Actually, spelled out in the water. That doesn't actually scan.
Huge tracts of ocean. No, yeah, you're right. It doesn't quite.
It's a concrete island built on the coastline. All right. We're kind of still waiting for a bunch of things to get produced for the elevator delivery, as I recall.
Yes, and I'm minding that. I just checked, and our stators were about 100 short of finishing the stators. Then I'm going to turn around and repurpose this whole thing for the next bit that it creates.
Gotcha.
Because then it'll be automated wiring. Yes, the 750 stators we need for the automated wiring, I crammed that and the cable in, and then we'll have the automated wires we need to go into the who's and what's it.
Yep.
On the upside, we have 734 of the 2500 versatile frameworks.
Delivered. Nice.
They are there.
So we are making steady progress.
Yep.
So I'm thinking what I'm doing today is going down to the coal fields and dismantling the first set of coal power plants, and then kind of taking a look at our steel production in general.
Right. I need, let's see, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6,000 of the 7,500 steel beams I need to kick off the other part of the versatile framework production in this second assembler I've got here.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first one over here, as you come in, is mostly done with its raw materials. But the second one, I don't have enough of the steel beams yet. But I have all of the mod frames ready.
Gotcha.
So once that's going, that'll be all of the versatile frameworks for the next payload, and that'll be done. And then once that's done, I can rip all this out and start repurposing the space for adaptive control units and the other thing.
The modular engine, yeah.
So this is kind of my baby at this point, is I'm minding this and then doing other little side projects along the way.
Gotcha. Yeah, it'll...
So basically, I can be an odd jobs guy. If you're like, hey, can you come dismantle this or assemble a quick whatever, I can do that.
Sure thing. Yeah, because I ran the numbers shortly after last session, and just with the alternate recipe for steel ingots that turns iron ingots and coal into steel ingots, you can get an extra, like 50% more production out of that.
Oh, so we can get more steel beams and pipes, just straight up.
Yeah.
Ah, I am in favor of that.
And if we were able to haul in another source of iron, we could basically we're making 240 steel ingots worth of product per minute right now. If we just swap out the recipes and add more machines, we can bring that to 360 steel ingots. So a total of 50% increase. And if we free up the other 2 coal nodes down there and cart in more iron, we could double that to 720.
Okay, so it might be that what I do is, once I kind of get things running up here, I go down and grab one of the iron nodes, whichever. Like, we already have a presence at that lake.
Yeah.
And there are 3 pures right next to that.
Yeah, I just need... Yeah, one pure would be enough.
So get a Mark II miner on that, get the 8 smelters, and then just crank out all those ingots into
and bring them
and just probably just conveyor them for now.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to do it the better way, but I actually can't afford the steel. It would take so much steel to make like trains and stuff to do this. It's like we don't have the luxury right now.
Yeah, I think yeah, our steel needs are about to increase in such a way that I think the Steelworks needs to be kind of overhauled and redone.
I fully approve of this. I am going to go down and see what steel beams there are down there, because, like I said, I need another 1,500 of them.
Yeah.
Without that, the rest of this doesn't get done.
I think I'm going to leave the current one kind of in place for now and just kind of like build the factory sans materials in kind of a different spot. Because right now, like, I can't really expand it. It's dug into this little nook, and there.
Oh yeah, you're not cramming more into that.
Like, I'm basically, I'm probably going to leave like this lobby with the storage containers in place, but like the machines are going to have to move if I'm going to get more in line. We're going to need especially if we're doing 720 and not just 360.
Right.
But first things first. Well, first things first, I should probably make room in my inventory because I'm about to dismantle a lot of machines with a lot of materials.
True facts. Okay, I've got another 1,200 and... Oh, tried to. You're not gonna let me? There we go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to kind of build out over the valley and just make a larger Steelworks building.
Over the valley. Oh,
like kind of above the ground floor with all the flora on it.
Oh, okay. I see where you're. Yeah.
I don't know. Just general thoughts at the moment. And
okay, so what you would like is for I'm actually probably going to just use the. I don't know if I put the hypertubes on enough supports to do it, but I'm going to try to use that as my pipeline.
Pipeline for just steel
for the conveyor belt for the steel, or no, for the iron ingots.
Oh, for the iron ingots. Okay.
The iron ingots are probably going to come out near this hypertube entrance.
Okay.
I've already built the infrastructure. I might as well get use out of it.
I will keep that in mind.
It's like no point reinventing that wheel.
I'm probably gonna put the main factory facility kind of further away from those containers. Probably end up like exporting the final products to that.
Right.
And I also want to swap from this whole like conditional smart splitting thing I've got going on and just make like use some of the steel to just make statters, just make EIBs, you know.
Just purpose point them instead of doing mix and match.
Yeah. I will with 720 we will have enough. It's just a matter of...
Oh yeah.
Just a matter of...
Yeah, if you're saying that's a 50% increase, I'm like, wow, I wish I could get that recipe. I may need to do some hard drive hunting on my game.
Yeah, because by smelting steel ingots, it uses less of them, and of course, going from ore to ingot is just 1-to-1, so you don't lose anything there.
Yeah,
And
not on the iron
you're
side.
using less of them each and getting more out of them. So it's about like 50%.
That is an improvement.
Actually, I will double check that math just to be absolutely sure before I start making. Okay, so yeah, it goes from like you use 45 each of ore and coal to get 45 ingots. You
1
use
+ 1 = 1. Yeah.
1 + 1 = 1. You use 40 per minute of ingots and coal to get 60 per minute of ingots. 1 + 1 = 1.5.
That's 1.5. Yeah.
So yeah, it just gives you more bang for buck.
Excellent.
So yeah, we can absolutely supercharge the hell out of all that coal down there and just make a monstrous steelworks.
And the stators are done. I literally just need 300 more steel beams to appear in that bin down there. And then once I've done that...
Yeah, that should be a few minutes.
Yeah. I'm zipping my way back down there now. So I will kick off that. I will do what I need to do with the stators, get the automated wiring going. And then I will make my way over to Iron Lake.
Actually, if you need steel beams, I've got like several hundred. I've got several hundred in my inventory that I need to.
Oh, if you've got some on you, that's great. Just throw them in the bin there.
Which bin?
Just where the steel beams go.
Oh,
I mean, or the one out there, whichever one.
Sorry, I'm up on.
Oh, you're up top. Oh, in that case, yes. Go ahead and put them in whatever.
I'll put them in
whatever.
One of the mutual bins at Hub. Yeah.
That works.
Here we go. I have like 600.
Okay, that'll do. Okay, I'm on my way back up. Fantastic.
There we go.
The fun part of dual monitors, I can kind of watch where you are and go, oh, okay, you're putting them in there. Got it.
Yeah.
You know you're desperate for space when you start offloading concrete.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that whole coal power plant platform because we just don't need it.
Nope. Yeah, I cut the power to all of my coal generators. And of course it makes scary thunk noises. Oh, this generator lost electrical power. I'm like, yeah, I know, because I cut it.
I'm looking forward to that.
There's a reason, y'all.
And I can pull out the compacted coal line, which will free up some space down here.
Oh yeah, that whole compacted coal sulfur-based thing.
Yeah. Not gonna end up.
Oh, sulfur! How you don't need as much sulfur as you think you will.
Yep.
It's like the first of the unusual materials you come across. You're like, wow, I better mine the heck out of this because like everything else in the game, you need gobs of. So like I overproduced sulfur, and then realized, yeah, I don't need it for anything, literally anything. Okay, so if I hit the F button on that, 7520. Yep.
Hello, Milt.
Hello.
I'm about to undo a whole bunch of hard work to make space happen. Funny thing is, this power storage is also, like, really dinky now compared to our output.
Which isn't a phrase that you're really expecting to say after how many of those you put in.
Yeah, but, like, especially once I have the materials to get the second floor of the fuel power plant going, if we're ever in a situation where 10,000 megawatts isn't enough...
We've done something horribly wrong, yeah.
We've done something horribly wrong, and there's no way that... there's just no way that this amount of power storage will be enough. After me never really played this before, well, we've been playing this for a few weeks now.
At least a couple of months of weekly sessions, so...
Yeah. I'm just going to put down an awesome sink here. So I can...
Yeah, with a little bin to feed it, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to be junking a lot, a lot of raw materials for this.
Okay, we're also... The smart platings are coming along. 515 smart plates and counting. And now both versatile framework assemblers are underway.
Excellent.
So we will get from that 810 we have now to the 2500 without touching anything else again. That
Good.
is now fully automated. Yeah, the trick now is the automated wirings.
Yeah, we are... If you haven't seen this game before, it's basically a 3D Factorio. If you don't know what that is, it's basically an open world game where you make factories to craft increasingly more complex products and meet their needs. And yeah, we have been working on this co-op game for a few months now. Just like once a week. And we have made significant progress. We're kind of at a small wall now where we're kind of out of new things to work on, and we gotta make really complex products to unlock the next tier. So we're
The conceit is that we've been dropped here by the company we work for to pillage the land of materials and send things up the space elevator to prove that we actually are doing our jobs. And then as we do that, they unlock more ability to do things. Okay. Stators.
This, what I'm dismantling now, used to be a power plant. Our first power plant, in fact. But this was a coal power plant, and now we have a much more efficient and productive fuel power plant from crude oil. So, and we kind of want this coal for other purposes. So, I am just kind of removing it piece by piece so that I can then upgrade another production facility nearby. And it's gonna be kind of an undertaking. Any project where you're like, I need to use several hundred of these things now is gonna be quite the balancing act.
I need to put 15,000 cable into 2 bins to feed this next bit of...
Outstanding.
I may be double stacking a couple of industrial storage bins to make this work.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure we've got the cable, it's just getting them here and in a useful fashion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. I will just need 2 industrial storage bins, 1 on each side, because it's going to take 75 stacks to put the cables in. And I'm slinging them across 2 assemblers anyway, so this should be fine.
Oh, this is a little... I haven't really done... I didn't really do a lot of, like, dismantling old facilities in my first excursion, so this is a little dramatic for me. Not gonna lie.
I just realized I don't have the steel beams for the big bins, so I'm going to just stack 2 regular ones, one on top of the other.
Gotcha.
And then just vertical conveyor feed the one into the other.
Fair enough.
Cheesy but effective.
Yeah.
Let's start getting that in there.
All right. The coal generators are now completely Out of here.
Burr, 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 burr. You done good work, boys. 1,000. Oh, wow.
Do I need to... I need to plan out, like, how I'm going to use all this steel.
Right. Because it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah. Like,
Making it doesn't help you if it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Steel ingots by themselves do not a Steelworks make. Because, yeah, this whole spider web of materials and whatnot going into that big old glass building is not enough for our needs.
Yes, when it was first built, it was, wow, look how big and mighty that is. And now it's like, wow, look how dinky and useless that is.
I optimized the heck out of this for the stage of the game we were in. I
true.
made the most of everything we had available to get everything we needed as quickly as possible, but now it's just taxed to its limit, and in order to improve it, I need to tear the whole thing up. It's a little sad, but...
Oh, yeah, it's true.
I'm also going to need to see how we can improve the... We're probably going to need more concrete and copper as well. I can squeeze more copper out of this. It's the concrete, ironically, that I kind of wish we had an alternate recipe for that provided more. I think I might...
Oh, I know, right?
But
I do now kind of wonder if like some of those wet concrete and things like that would actually have been a good choice to pick up, but yeah,
maybe,
2020
but
hindsight.
yeah. No, I'll keep this compacted coal storage container intact. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I need more, maybe I just overclock this.
Are you sure we can afford the electricity?
I don't know, maybe. I'll just stay there for a while. Alright, now to revert this sulfur line.
Need 5,000 more.
This really, really, really long sulfur line I had down here.
So what I'm hearing is you're going to be sinking a lot of sulfur here shortly.
A little bit. I'm already sinking quite a bit of sulfur. Alright, sulfur now no longer goes down to the coal fields.
Aha.
Oh boy. Yeah, if I'm
5,000.
kind of beautifying anyway, I should probably get rid of that darn sky bridge thing. I mean, it's no less ugly than that one, but this one doesn't even serve a purpose anymore. It's just clutter at this point. Okay. And hey, for a moment, nature is healing. There's more... The river is no longer covered up by a giant industrial power plant. I'm not going to go all glass this time for whatever Steelworks Mark II ends up being, or Mark III really ends up being. Back when I was constantly going out on expeditions, he said with a weird sense of nostalgia. Yeah, it's a much bigger building than it looks from coming down the hypertube, but that's because part of it's buried behind the lip of the little cliff edge there. Get that concrete, that copper, that iron, these 4 coal nodes.
There we are. I was pretty sure we had enough cables, and I was right.
The original coal generators and their associated infrastructure are now removed, and our production has gone down to a mere 8,300 megawatts.
Only?
Oh, from 101 to 83, or yeah, 10,100 to 8,300. Oh no!
All of the automated wiring we will need for the shipment is being produced at 5 per minute.
Huzzah!
Well,
So,
2.5 per minute in each assembler, and I've got 2 assemblers. And they're fully stocked with bins with the exact number of materials needed, because I hate overproducing stuff for the space elevator.
yeah, oh yeah.
I always measure.
So that takes care of at least the most voluminous.
Yeah, the 15,000.
Section of the space elevator delivery. Okay, sink a bunch of this.
Well, no, it's the that's just the automated wiring we need for the adaptive control units.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Because then we're gonna have to put those into a manufacturer, along with circuit boards, heavy mods, and computers.
Yep.
And it's the same deal for the modular engines. I've got the smart platings being produced, but they're going to need to go into a manufacturer with rubber and motors to get those. But I figure that can wait until after the versatile frameworks are done, because then we can tear out those assemblers.
Yeah.
But that means my work at the space elevator is basically done, because it's going to take time. 5 per minute is
A while.
nice, but it's not... Okay. I've got concrete on site.
Okay.
The amusing thing is I'm going to need steel beams to make all of the conveyor beltage, but I figure I've got time on that.
Yeah, you'll have some time.
I need to go get... We've still got a few of those... Oh, actually, we may not. Do we have... Or do I need to go make miners? I do not see miners. Oh, there are some more steel beams. I'm going to steal those.
Feel free. Alright, I need to... I think this is going to be the part of the stream where I open up a spreadsheet and plan out the number of machines I'm going to...
Planning?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to do that?
I probably should have done this before today, but I wasn't sure I wasn't sure about committing to the full like 720 count expansion until we talked it out.
Right. When we got to the point of, no, this actually will be vastly superior, let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And because I know you were talking about using like this general area for like bauxite with the coal and the water.
Yeah, no, we can
find another spot.
There are other ways. Yeah.
And yeah, just ultracharging our steel production is probably the most useful thing this place can do for us. So, all right, I'm gonna park my butt and open up spreadsheets. All right. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So this is what I mathed out last night, where currently we take 240 iron ore and 240 coal, put that through 5.33 foundries and get 240 steel ingots. You take that same source material, put the iron ore through 8 smelters, get 240 iron ingots, then put that and the coal through 6 foundries. with the alternate recipe to get 360 steel ingots. So we do that twice. A line of 16 smelters and 12 foundries just to get the steel going, and...
Yeah, you and me both. Math is also my nemesis.
Yeah. And... you can handle 360 but not 720, so these lines are probably going to have to be separate in their purposes. With 360 steel ingots, you can make quite a few beams and pipes. So,
Oh yeah.
Question I want to pose to you.
Yes.
Let's see. So 60 steel ingots becomes 15 steel beams. 30 steel ingots becomes 20 steel pipes. So my question to you is, do we make, do you want to, let's say if we're just doing like the first, you know, I need to also factor in like the stators and EIBs into this. So
EIBs especially. That's
Yeah.
sort of like stators you tend to make just to make the other things you need from stators.
Yeah.
But EIBs, pipes, and beams themselves are their own reason for existing.
Yeah, alright, so stators, Satisfactory. Let's see, so
I'm going to take a couple of hypertube rides. Luckily, I've got concrete on site, so I'm not taking a whole mess of that.
15 steel pipes and 40 wire make 5 stators. Alright.
Another nice thing about doing this plan, we've already run the power we need, too.
Yep. So that's stators, and then EI, encased industrial beams. That's right, it's a weird number. It's 24 steel beams. And
Oh, it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah.
30 concrete makes 6 EIBs. Okay. So given that we're going to have like 720 steel ingots to turn to use from all this, how do we split this up? So here's a word problem for all of you.
Uh-oh.
You have 720 steel ingots. You can use them to make steel beams, steel pipes, EIBs from steel beams, and stators from steel pipes. Given all these formulas, and assuming you can handle the rest of the resource needs involving wire and concrete, how do you split up the 720 to make the most optimal amount of all these products? There's a heck of a word problem.
This looks so weird in its pristine state. I am right now standing literally where my hub is.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're...
It's like, this is untouched. All the plant life is still here.
Oh, yeah.
That's not going to last. Oh, that worked out perfectly. Oh, that's very nice. Like, I'm going to have to elevate the foundations a bit to get to the other iron node, but getting to the first iron node, starting the foundations from the bridge across the lake came out perfectly.
This is actually going to be a thing where our maximum speed is going to be a bit of a hampering factor. Maximum conveyor speed.
Ah. Yeah, there is that.
So I gotta split this up into 2 sections and balance them accordingly. So right now we're making 40 steel beams per minute and 40 steel pipes per minute and 45 steel beams per minute. Using a lot of my brain matter here.
Little gray cells.
Yeah, steel beams are so much more costly than pipes, but...
Oh, yeah. And then you turn a lot of them into something even more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, it is what it is.
Alright. How do you feel about 75 steel beams, 60 steel pipes, 20 stators, and 15 EIBs per minute?
That sounds good. Like, you need EIBs, but you only need them to make individual things or run conveyors.
Yeah.
So it's not like you need more of them than a lot of everything else.
Pretty much.
Whereas steel beams tend to be an ingredient, and so do steel pipes.
Alright, that concludes spreadsheet time.
Huzzah.
Okay. Of course, the problem is, how am I going to split that evenly? Probably just group up the constructors and... yeah, that's probably going to be it.
Feed them to purpose, yeah.
Yep. Spreadsheets are awesome sheets, yeah. Like the first time I
Today's Thursday. What?
Yeah. The first time I opened up a spreadsheet to like plan out how I was gonna make like my first cable and wire setup, that's when I knew this game had its hooks in me.
Like, cause there's a game, like, if the game wasn't compelling enough, it would be like, no, this isn't worth it. Like, I can open up a spreadsheet, but I don't love the game enough. The fact that I am opening up spreadsheets, like, math is not my strong suit. This is not my happy, fun place. And yet, nope, I'm here. I'm doing it.
So, question then is, do we have what we need to make the other parts, the wire and the concrete? Alright. A little more spreadsheets. I lied.
You thought you were done?
So we need 5 1/3 constructors. And for that we need 15 copper ingots per, times 5, 75, plus 1/3, 80 copper ingots. So we need 2 2/3 smelters for 80 copper ore. So that's wire taken care of. What I'm slightly more curious about is the concrete. Because one normal limestone node by itself might not be enough for the level of concrete I need.
It's not a high production node there, that's for sure.
120. I've got this. Yeah, it's 3-to-1, so I'm making 40 concrete at the moment, and I need 75. So I think I'm gonna overclock the limestone miner.
That's certainly a solution. There is a Mark II miner attached to 8 smelters that as soon as I give them somewhere to put stuff, will be cranking out
Iron ingots. Excellent.
iron ingots.
Alright.
And technically I've given us enough room that if later we want another bank of 8 smelters in this same line, I can hook up the other miner, run its ore over here next to this one, and just double up this line.
Good
I'd have
stuff.
to take it offline for a couple minutes to do it, but it's doable.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get, about 240 limestone.
Oh, or I do it that way and I don't have to worry about doing that. I just lift it. Ha 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 ha.
It's like 235 limestone to make 75 concrete, so I just overclock that a little bit. Alright. That should be the math. Now the logistics. Alright, I'm gonna leave everything for the original Steelworks building kind of in place for now. Because I don't think turning that off for a couple of hours is gonna help us. Just make a bigger building over here.
How to find out how well I did the logistics on these belts. The answer is not very well.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to put some intermediate conveyor lifts in the middle here. Some stackables. I'm just going one high for those. Like, we really shouldn't be conveying more than one or two types of things out here anyway, so... Like, we get to that point, it's time to build a train or truck line or something.
Yeah.
Oh, this hurts me.
Uh-oh.
The conveyor belt is too long, and it is, like, virtually like 1.5 feet short.
Ah.
I just like, really? Okay. I did this to myself. Congratulations, you've played yourself.
Alright.
Which suggests I'm going to have the same problem here. It wasn't too short. Or too long. Yay, I made one of them work anyway. Really, game? They didn't bother increasing the number of ingots that can fit in the storage bin slot?
Ah, come on.
It's going to come out basically here. Alright. A decision was made. May not have been the best decision, but it was made.
Yep.
Perfect is the enemy of the good in this game.
Oh, very much so. This is the new Steelworks platform. Should be decent amount of space. Question now. I'll put support under it later. Question now is, do I have what I need to make all these machines? Enough for 12 foundries. Like, yeah, we're about to find out. Answer's already no, but 9 plus 6, so like 15 constructors. Some of this I'm gonna have just from what I can dismantle here, but still need another 8 smelters for the iron ingots here, because you're taking care of the other half.
Right, you're getting ingots delivered here in a little bit. I'm in the I'm almost to the river crossing.
Awesome. All right. Okay. I need to do some shopping. Fortunately, these are pretty tame as machines go, so they don't require ridiculous amount of stuff.
Or lots of high-end stuff.
Yeah. Smelters, assemblers, constructors, foundries. Oh boy, we need some modular frames and rotors. Whatever will we do?
Right. Rods and wires. Oh no. Yeah, I almost had everything I needed before I even went down there. I had just had to stock up on some extra wires and mod frames. Oh, the good news is I've made it to the nearest of the poison fields.
All right.
Bad news is I did not put that part to the very end of the hypertube line on stackable poles, so I have nowhere to go from here.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to decide if I want to just build alongside, or if I want to just jack up the, just tear out and jack up the hypertube a bit. Or just run down to the valley. Just kind of go around. Gotta go around that big rock there. Yeah.
The industrial storage bin for motors is full.
Cool.
I
Yeah, it's funny. You don't make them very fast, but eventually you fill up on them, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I got all the motors now.
Though heavy modular frames, not so much.
No, I do not. I reject that idea entirely and categorically.
Cable and wire, of course. And luckily, the whatever steel beams I might need and EIBs will already be down there.
Yeah, I'm actually carrying more steel beams than I'm going to need, so I'll be dumping some back off once I get this into place. I think I'm gonna have to redo this bit of the hypertube line, but it's the near bit. I'm within sight of the Steelworks.
Mm-hmm. Ah, that tree might have to go. I might need that room.
All right, this is coming out.
I'm sorry, do you have a problem?
Eh? Oh, did you make friends?
Yeah. All right. That's a lot.
What is that a lot of?
Boundaries.
Nice.
They're a little bit out of position.
Oh, I hate that. Really? Why did I do that?
Because I gave myself just enough space.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. I will actually put a bin here.
This is going to be tight. They're going to be making solid steel ingots. And they're going to be 2 input manifolds going into this. Please tell me I pointed them the right way. Okay, good.
Oh, there's nothing quite like, oh yeah, I built all these and they're pointing the wrong direction. All right, there's a buffer industrial bin at the sending side. There is now a buffer industrial bin at the receiving side, just off the side of where the hypertube comes out.
Excellent.
Oh, jetpack. I love jetpack. Okay, so you're going way over there.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, because I want to have it end up at the same like output bins we've got, which means I got to make it flow this way.
All right, so where would you like... Oh, I just jump off a cliff. Where would you like the ingots to arrive?
Pretty much like
That corner over there?
this corner over here, yeah.
Okay, I'm heading your direction. Oh yeah, just put up of a put up a conveyor wall and tell me which one you want. Want the inside or the outside one?
Either one. Let's say outside.
Okay, so the one closest to the corner is my target.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
On it.
Iron ingots that way. Just stopped for some reason.
Eh? What stopped?
Concrete. Oh, because I
Started expanding the thing and then didn't finish?
I cut off power somewhere.
Oh, whoops. That would do it. If you don't have enough in there, let me know. I can chuck in a few more.
I'll just let it run for now.
Okay. Because I'm going to need a bunch to get over there, but probably not all the ones I'm carrying.
You finish your thing first, and you've got any spare left over, then maybe.
Yeah, they'll keep building, so...
Yeah.
I'm kind of planning the route here, because I've got to cross this spaghetti row here to get what I need, so...
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what's my best way to do this? Ain't gonna be pretty, but... I'm trying to make it so it isn't actively inconvenient.
Yeah. Mostly just want to get these, like, double stacked input lines sorted before I move on, because this is the part I dread most.
Oh yeah, no, that's... Ugh. I get that.
Not quite enough, but I can always grab more.
What are you short?
Steel beams. I'm just going to grab some more from whatever is produced from the factory.
Yeah, I am close to done, though. I want to put one of those there. I feel like that's going to give me what I want. Amusingly, it wanted to make the whole jump all the way over to your input. That's funny.
All right,
but I didn't let it.
That should be the input manifolds for the coal and iron ingots.
Okay, iron ingots are going into the one in the corner, closest to the corner, I should say. Correct?
Yeah, that one.
Boop. Here, have iron ingots.
All right. Excellent. So that is filled. All right. That manifold is
that is
working.
240 a minute.
Outstanding. All right. Thank you very much. I can
you're very welcome.
handle the rest from here.
I'm going to go dump most of the rest of the steel beams. Now I'm going to go up and check on progress on the space elevator.
All right. So now
Huzzah!
This should be 720 steel ingots.
I mean, it's you're basically building a greenhouse.
Essentially.
All the plant life under there will still get some sunlight.
I mean, I was pretty impressed with the kind of beauty of this space the first time I came around. I didn't want to, like, clear cut it.
I get that.
Okay.
We have almost 300 of the automated wirings.
Wow.
So about half, really.
Yeah.
Because it takes 750, so...
Okay.
And we're well past the halfway mark on the versatile framework delivery to the space elevator.
I picked just the right height that the space ticks won't pop up underneath.
Won't clip through.
Yeah.
Nice. And we're at 922 of the 1,000 smart plates we need. 923, sorry. And we'll have, I'm pretty sure we've got the rubber and motors we need, so I'll be able to get started on the modular engines here in a brief bit. Well, brief, but in the not too distant future, next Sunday AD.
All right. Oh, okay, okay. This just might work.
Is it crazy enough?
It's just crazy enough to work. All right. So this is how this is going to go down. You guys are the ones making just the straight up steel beams, and only steel beams. You 4 are making the ones for just for the steel beams for the EIBs, and you 3 are making enough for the steel pipes. Half of those pipes go to just the bin, half of them become stators with the wire. That might be it. I might have actually overshot on space, but we'll see. This could fill up pretty fast.
You always give yourself more room than you think you need.
Indeed.
Like, everyone who talked to me before I started playing this game was like, no, that's like rule 1.
Yeah.
And we're not even consuming half of our production capacity power-wise. Okay, so the only research trees we haven't finished off are research trees that are prohibitive in terms of the materials.
Pretty much.
They need really fancy things we're not making yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. All of the rubber and plastic is getting synced now over here.
Nice.
So I think I'm going to spawn off a storage bin with what I need for the rubber for space elevator bits. To start having that stored.
Kind of forms this odd pattern, but that's okay.
Oh, that's a weird little zigzag pattern on those.
Yep. But like, they make 60 and take 60, so why not just make them straight on? Instead of having to make a whole bunch of different manifolds.
Alright, I've done the math on the modular engines. Since I'm getting close to the point where I can start manufacturing those.
Cool, cool. I may need rods before too long.
May need what?
Rods at some point. Because I'm putting down so
Ah,
many splitters. Mergers. Okay. Brain is having a time. I need a second.
rain. On the one hand, I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time ferrying materials back and forth. But on the other hand, until certain processes finish, there's not much I can actually do. So,
Yeah.
and making sure everything is staged mathematically precise for this space elevator is important. So,
Yeah. No, you're doing valuable work.
nice when you get to the point where basically the assembler has all of the last of the mats. The bins are empty.
The what now? Sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Oh, no worries. The bins are empty for the smart plate assemblers.
Oh, good. Okay.
So
That's what
basically,
you meant.
the mats, the last of the mats, are in the assemblers themselves.
Outstanding.
Matter of fact, one of them is actually almost empty here. And folks, that is one of the versatile framework assemblers done.
Heck yeah.
It means I started the other one though kind of late, and I might yet grab like some of the mats out of the bins for the second one and put them in the first to load balance this a little more.
Mm-hmm. It's getting there.
Okay, I have thrown 100 modular frames and 1,200 steel beams into the bins for the first assembler for the versatile frameworks. Gets us back up to getting 10 per minute instead of just 5.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that should be the steel pipes going into the stator assemblers. Slightly more than we've got in the building over there. And always running, and not conditionally running. Yeah, the key thing is that all these products will be being made at the same time and not just like dependent on each other. So there will be no shortage there, whereas that, depending on what you're taking out, can have a lot of shortages and a lot of flow rate decreasing. So this will be quite the upgrade all around. So that will be the plan.
Wait, there'll be a plan?
Yeah.
I just got
Unbelievably.
back.
Yeah, I'm just talking about how one of my manifolds is there's going to be a smart splitter for the concrete, so I can still bin any overflow into the concrete bin here at the Steelworks, because that's just useful to have.
Yep. What did I do?
That's an excellent question.
Well, there are still 13 rips in this assembler, but no more rotors.
Oh.
So now I'm like, uh-oh, did my math get wrong? Do I have... Nope. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000 smart plates. We're good.
At least you aired
Now I
on
can
the side of surplus then.
Yeah. No, but I hate making extras of the space elevator components.
True, yeah.
Like, some of them you can reuse or you will need for the next phase, but in this case, we're going to the final shipment.
Yeah.
Or at least the final... Yeah. And it's just like, no, I do not want to be dealing with that. Alright, so I need all of that. Take all.
4, 48, 12, because that's at half. So, yeah.
And the motors are over here.
Alright, let's say... kind of have a halfway point of buffer bins. Put all the output lines there, and then once we're ready to make the swap over, dismantle the old Steelworks, then put in the rest of the conveyors to get to the old bins. I think that's how we do it.
1 per minute.
1 per minute?
Modular engines.
Oh boy.
I mean, I could OC this to get 2 per minute.
I mean, considering how many we need, might not be the worst thing.
It's not a bad plan, actually. It's not like we don't have the power.
Yep. At the very least, in that particular use case, it's temporary.
Well, it means that we'll be done in about 250 minutes instead of 500 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing there. That's what I was worried about. I was like 500 minutes for waiting for the second of the 3 components we need.
Yeah, I just realized, wait, that's how many hours? Oh.
That's a few. Like 7.5.
Like, we're still looking at a session and a half of, yeah, of waiting for this to be done, but
Yeah.
we are 580 away from being done with the versatile frameworks.
Oh, nice.
And basically, at that point, we tear out all of this. And put in as much as machinery as it takes to get the adaptive control units done.
Mm-hmm.
You only need 100 of them, but it's another 1 per minute thing.
Yeah. Alright. I'm going to need a crap ton more iron plates.
I mean, we should have them.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about having them. It's just that I got to make the trip.
Right.
Ah, there we go. Look at all those machines. I definitely gave myself more space than I absolutely needed, but still very glad to have it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a right amount of extra breathing room, really.
Yeah, really.
That's basically the, yeah, I eyeballed that pretty well, actually, kind of estimation.
Especially, like, just enough room for the foundries and constructors to be on one neat row. I'm really happy with that. The slightly tricky thing I'm realizing in my near future is that at some point I'm going to need to hook up conveyor lines to get the coal and everything and whatnot, the new input lines in here, and some of those are going to be Mark IIIs, so I'm going to want to make sure I've got a solid stockpile of steel beams. Because once I start changing connections, they're not going to be more made for a while.
Right.
Just like how, what, like comparing this, even just this factory floor to the last factory floor, like this, despite it being 2 floors and the old one being 2 floors and whatnot, this is still like, this is just a lot.
Alrighty. Did I actually miss a spot? Yes, I missed 1 spot. There.
Let's see here.
Alright, so the copper works is now green.
The copper works? Oh, it's green. You're beautifying. I see.
I beautified.
Nice.
I got tired of all the giant boxes around me being orange, so...
Yeah, no, that's fair. I do not blame you. That's the constructors. Oh, for the foundries. Clipping here, don't care. Really don't care.
Yeah, power line clipping is the thing I try to stress about the least. Because it's like, it's almost inevitable.
Yep.
The effort versus reward for fixing that, everywhere you can run into it, it's just like, There's some bins there.
There's some bins?
I see your array of 5 storage
yeah.
bins here.
Yeah, to kind of be my halfway point buffer. Alright, that should power everything in here. Now they just need their materials. Some of which means making significant changes to the input lines. Boy. Oh good, we got plenty of steel beams now. Can we take all those?
Let's say I threw some back in a while ago because I was pretty much done with them.
Yeah.
Look at all this. It's all idle at the moment, but...
Yep. Okay.
It's really just waiting for the coal at this point.
Well, half of it has the iron ingots needs. The other half still needs its iron ingots. They both need coal, and then I also need the increased concrete and wire.
Which is what you've got going on with the copper over there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to dismantle this stuff at those ends and repoint them.
Right, because they're going the wrong way now, yeah.
They're going the wrong way now, yeah.
Power is holding way steady. Life is good.
Yep. Always, I love having too much power, honestly. It's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Such peace of mind for a good while. Alright.
Just absolutely not worrying about that. Oh, there's your entrance, okay. I was going in the other way.
Little spaghetti-rific, but... what else is new?
So I just took a hyper tube over a whole mess of spaghetti. Yeah. Goes there, coal there. This is concrete. And I brought back an old friend.
Oh.
Kind of at Caterium corner under the building.
Huh.
We have an explorer with fuel.
Ah, good.
I'm actually going to run down, or hypertube down to the coast and grab a bunch more fuel, because one of the best things to put in the back of that thing is more fuel for that thing.
Yeah.
And since it's also jetpack fuel for you, having that handy is never a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because I suspect there's going to be some explore into the interior looking for hard drives and things.
In our future, yeah.
Not too distant future.
While we're waiting for more materials to get made.
Yeah. Like, I feel like after, like, we've got a little bit of time left on this. Another full session, we'll have the modular engines basically done.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have started on the last component. And that'll just be a waiting game at that point.
Essentially, yeah.
Hey, look at that. Packaged fuel getting picked up.
I need a walkway out here. At least temporarily.
Right, so you've got the initial 34 generators on that lower floor, and then when the time comes to double up, you'll just put them up top. Is that kind of the plan there?
That is the plan.
Sweet.
Just do the same thing twice. I could also just send the wire. Basically the same way. I think I'm gonna be happy.
It's dark out and you can see where they are.
I think I'm gonna be happy I had all this extra space.
Uh-oh.
Because I can just make more of the in-between products here. Send the rest down the middle to the lobby. Alright.
Just had the horrible realization that I could have just tapped the 4th iron node here. But I feel like trying to cram that into our existing space would just have been a form of frustration. Like, hey, or plunk down a miner in the middle of this hub zone that we've fully populated with buildings and things.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Like, I kind of hate wasting the resource, but we've done fairly well for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And touches down. All right. Then yeah, we got all this. So here. It's gonna be where the concrete goes. Then I fall down.
Nope.
That's where the other iron ingots go.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Nice.
And the coal goes there, concrete goes there. All right.
I love when a plan comes together.
I love it when a plan
Oh,
comes
son
together.
of a biscuit. Alright, who else is down there? There's no way it was just one of you. And there we go. Space elevator platform is now supported by proper pillars.
Huzzah.
And I've got some pillars underneath ironworks as well.
Yeah.
How are we looking?
Getting there. Just kind of realized at the last second that I might want another, like, overflow line.
Ah. Alright, so you come out the hypertube, you go over here. And yeah, okay, that works. I've slightly reworked ground level access to the ironworks rampage system.
Got it.
I mean, it's never going to not be clunky, but when you're coming from the hub side, you don't have to go all the way over to the end of the ramp over at the rock and then up and then around.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm carrying plant life. I did shoot a hog earlier, so put that in storage.
Okay. Powered. We've got recipes. I think I figure out the rest of these output lines and then I start the big changeover.
Hi, I see you've added more stuff over here.
Yep.
Alright, because we're going to want to get to a pausing point at some point, but if you're really close to flipping a switch.
I'm pretty close. It's really just a matter of getting the outputs back to the bins, and we're essentially in business. But no, I think the dismantling and relining of the reconveying is gonna be a bit more.
Take a little more.
Take a little more time, yeah.
Okay.
I think that'll be the next thing I do first thing next session, and then figure things out. But like all the machine stuff and the internal conveyor lines are done.
I'm going to go window spot right here because there's a nice sharp drop otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, actually, having a place to start a what are we doing next thing
Yeah.
is not a problem.
Basically, I gotta take these 6 lines that are on these stacking poles and take them over to the bins at the lobby. And probably dismantle all these machines in the process.
Oh, the original, the OG process. Yeah.
The OG, all of this here is replacing everything in the original building. Everything.
Okay, so yeah, you're
now
just gonna be obsolete. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do dismantling all that.
Oh, all this beautiful spaghetti. Come on.
I've got new spaghetti now. Fresh spaghetti.
Oh, you've got here's lasagna.
Yeah.
It's layered. Nice flat layers. Mm-hmm. That's lasagna.
Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, we'll just call it good here, and
I think so. Yeah.
Prepare for the next time. Here, let me.
I should. Once you get your picture, I should get mine.
I have a picture.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah, I put up a bunch of pillars and whatnot. So the space elevator complex has pillars. Ironworks has got more pillars. It just looks nicer. Yeah. I did all of this over the last few hours.
Yeah. I feel like bragging on just a little bit.
Oh, that's some work.
Yeah. This is almost ready to be Steelworks Mark III.
Hot dog. All right, well, I'm going to just kind of hang out over in this empty space near the hypertube. I figure I will probably run back up top the start of the next session, and I'm going to load the map into the map site so I can spot any hard drives that are relatively easy to get to.
Yep, that's probably...
But first it'll be, let's see where we are on the... Because I'm close enough, I think I'll be able to get going on the next part of the... it's really just waiting for those versatile frameworks to be done. That should be done soon. So, all right, everyone, thank you.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Those who...
we'll do it again.
Stayed through it. Oh, goodness.
Yep.
A lot of work today.
Making progress.
Making progress. Always making progress.
That's the name of the game.
All
Actually,
right.
the name of the game is Satisfactory, but all right, whatever.
You know, whatever. It is, in fact, satisfactory.
It is very satisfactory.
All right. See y'all next week.
See you next time.